Hello, students. It's part 3 of chapter 2nd Nelson Mandela. So, let's start. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troop carriers roared in perfect formation over the Union buildings. After taking the oath, Nelson Mandela said that when he lifted his eyes, he saw that South African jets and helicopters and troop carriers all were there in the sky of that place. That place means over the Union Building. Union Building is the name of place. It's a place where Nelson Mandela took his oath. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. And all military officers and all government officials were there to showing their loyalty towards the new government that had been elected. As we know that Nelson Mandela had been elected, so all were there for showing their loyalty. Only moments before, only moments before, the highest general of the South African Defence Force and police, their chest bedecked with ribbons and medals from day gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. Then Nelson Mandela said that many officers were there, reputed officers who had many medals and ribbons on their chest, and they also saluted me and pledged their loyalty. They also pledged for their loyalty that they will be loyal towards their president, towards their nation. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left smoke trails of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new South African flag. And Nelson Mandela said here that I was not unmindful. I was not unmindful means I did not forget that many years ago, before this day, many years ago, these were the officers who would not have saluted but arrested me. And finally, the chevron. Chevron here means a shape, a formation of like this, a V shape. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left smoke trails of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new Southern African flag. And many jets were there, and they were in this formation, and they had many colors. They left smoke color. Which type of color? Red, green, blue, gold. This type of colors they were formed there and make a pattern. As you can see, you have a new word chevron here. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the vision of white singing Nkosi Sikelel I Africa and black singing Die Stem, the old anthem of the Republic. And that day, the day was symbolized for me. That day, two national anthems sang there. White people, Britishers sang this song, Nkosi Sikelel I Africa, and the blacks singing Die Stem. It was the old anthem of their republic. Although that they neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem they once despised, they would soon know the words by heart, and many people did not know the correct rhythm, but they will be able to sing, to recite this anthem by their heart. On the day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth, and after that, Nelson Mandela said that on the day of this inauguration, on the day of his taking oath, I was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means खुशी से नहीं समाना, बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी फील करना. So he was very overwhelmed that day. He had a very sense of with the sense of history. He was overwhelmed, but he did not forget his history, that how much oppressed they were. And he said that before my own birth, कि मेरे जन्म से पहले, a few years after the bitter Anglo war, जिस टाइम पे वॉर चल रही थी, and just before his own birth, white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial dominating against the dark-skinned people of their own land. And then he said that time there was a great race erected a system of racial dominating means किसी दूसरे के अधिकारों पर कब्जा करना, like that. And that time this type of thing the white people, the Britishers applied. They did not allow black people, dark skinned people on their own land. Many things they did not allow. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, we can say harshest means not good, very bad, most inhumane societies and world has ever known. Now in the last decade of the 20th century and my own 8th decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the rights and freedom of all people regardless of the color of their skin. But that system had been changed, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by a new system. We have organized our rights and freedom of all people. हमने सारे लोगों के ऑर्गेनाइज कर दिए हैं. ऑर्गेनाइज करना मीन्स नाउ black skin people have also their rights and freedom. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of my people, and I did not forget the sacrifices thousands of my people whose suffering and courage can never be counted or repaid. And he is talking about the people whose sufferings and whose courageous deeds can never be काउंटेड और रीपेड, जिनका कोई कीमत नहीं चुकाया जा सकता. ऐसे लोगों ने उनके लिए सेक्रीफाइस किया है फॉर देयर freedom, for their rights. So Nelson Mandela explains here, tells here that we can't repay them whatever they had provided us. जो कुछ उन्होंने हमें दिया था means they fighted for their freedom, their rights. That's why we are here now. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. And then Nelson Mandela said here that I feel like this, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots, that he is the sum of all those patriots who fought for their country, who fought for their rights, and who had gone before me. Here Nelson Mandela said that they had gone, they are not present now, but whatever we have now, it is just because of their sacrifices. That long and noble line ended and now began again with me. I was pained that I was not able to thank them, and they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought. And Nelson Mandela feels pain here. He feels pain that I am not able to thank them. He feels pain here that मैं इनको धन्यवाद भी नहीं दे पा रहा हूँ, because they are not here. They are not in present. And whatever they did in past, now their sacrifices has wrought. Here wrought means, you have a new word, wrought means done and achieved. Here Nelson Mandela says that whatever they did in their past, their result, their work's results, their achievements has been got. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. And again, he said that this policy, apartheid, created a deep and lasting wound. Wound means एक घाव की तरह in my country and my people. This policy created a wound. एक घाव बना दिया था इस पॉलिसी ने. घाव means they did not have their rights. उनके पास उनके अधिकार नहीं थे. I'm talking about here black skin people. South African people, black skin people. As you know that Nelson Mandela belongs to their community. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound hurt. And that wound was very deep. That all of us will spend many years. कि हम कई सारे years गुजार देंगे. But still our generations will take time from recovering this wound, this hurt. But the decades of oppression and brutality had another unintended effect, and that was that it produced the Oliver Tambus, the Walter Sisulu and Chief Luthulis, the Yusuf Dadus and Bram Fishers, the Robert Subukwes of our time, men of such extraordinary. Here we have the name of patriots who sacrificed their lives for their rights, for their freedom. They sacrificed their life, their whole life, just because of their people, just fighting against this rule, apartheid. Here are the pictures of those patriots. Courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like might never be known again. Perhaps it requires such depth of operation to create such heights of character. And this courage, wisdom, generosity, these are the qualities that their like might never be known again. These qualities we will not find in future, because these people had such qualities. Perhaps it requires such depth of operations to create such heights of character, and for these qualities you should have the heights of character. My country is rich in the minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamonds. And my country, here Nelson Mandela says that my country is known and rich in the minerals and gems, but the wealth of my country is my people. The greatest wealth of my country is my people. कि मेरे लोग ही यहाँ की सच्ची दौलत है. Minerals नहीं, gems नहीं. No, my people is my country's wealth, and they are purest diamonds. Here Nelson Mandela compares his people as the purest diamonds. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage, time and again. I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attack and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. And here Nelson Mandela says that in this comrades of the struggle means जो संघर्ष किया है कई सालों तक, the here we are talking about the struggle of black skin people. It does not mean that they are afraid. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि इतने सालों से डर रहे थे. No, the brave man is not who does not afraid. Brave man वो नहीं होता जो डरता है, but the brave is he who conquers that fear. And here this thing happened here. Okay. Black people did not afraid. They continued their struggle, and at last they got their freedom. They got their rights. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. And no one is born with hate. Here Nelson Mandela says that no one, I'm not talking about Britishers, white skin people or South African black skin people. No, no one born with hate just because of color of skin or the background or their religion. No, people must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to human heart than its opposite. And if people, if a man can learn to hate, then why not we learn to love? Because love is natural from our heart. We can easily learn to love the humanity. We can easily learn to love from core of our heart. Why do we learn to hate? Even in the grimiest time in the prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Again, here you have a new word, pushed to our limits. Pushed to our limits means pushed to the last point in our ability to bear pain. Means हम जितना पेन सहन कर सकते हैं वहाँ पर उस हद तक हमको पुश किया जाता है. पुश टू अवर लिमिट्स, दैट इट्स योर लिमिट. पुश टू द लास्ट पॉइंट इन अवर एबिलिटी टू बियर पेन. बियर मीन्स होता है सहन करना, पेन मीन्स दर्द. सो हियर नेल्सन मंडेला सेड दैट आई वाज पुश्ड टू माय लिमिट्स and it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame. Man's goodness here means इंसान की जो अच्छाई होती है is like a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. जो छुपी हुई रह सकती है but never extinguished. Okay students, you will have the next part of this chapter in next video. Thank you.